Hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Today, I would like to talk about wealth and money as described in Letting Go by Dr. David Hawkins. Dr. Hawkins points out that wealth makes obvious our attitude, beliefs, and feelings about money. If we have limiting beliefs and negative thoughts and feelings, then money oftentimes is a problem. He also says that money will be a source of despair, anxiety, worry, jealousy, envy, and the list goes on and on. It is also possible to feel so helpless and fearful about money that one can give up on the subject altogether and essentially accept that being in a low socioeconomic class is inevitable. If we hold these limiting thoughts and beliefs, then our mind will essentially set out to prove us right. So far, I know this is sounding a little bit grim and not exactly the most positive thing, but I think it's so important to understand the more realistically negative components of how our mindset, how our feelings and beliefs impact how we go about living our life when it comes to money. Dr. Hawkins offers a simple and powerful solution. Dr. Hawkins advises to get a sheet of paper and basically write down money as the heading. You essentially start to break down what money means to you, the meaning you have ascribed to money in your life. I'm going to share examples directly from Letting Go, so hopefully this clarifies the exercise a bit more. Money can stand for security, power, glamour, successful competition, self-worth, and our value to others in the world. The list could go on and on as far as the meaning we have ascribed to money. For example, I could ascribe to money that money means freedom to me. Money means security. Once you've written that portion, you are going to then write down your feelings behind the meaning you ascribe to money. So for example, if I have ascribed freedom to money, the opportunity to have freedom and do what I want when I want, let's say. Now I'm going to break down the feeling behind freedom. What I can share is, you know what? I actually feel like freedom, as nice as it sounds, it feels like something that is not attainable to me. It feels like something that is very difficult. It's stressful. It causes me anxiety. This is just an example. The important part of this exercise is to surrender any and all negative feelings that you have assigned to the meaning behind money. So getting really clear, and I don't want to overcomplicate this because it's quite simple. So I would even go as far as just saying, get the piece of paper, write down money, and just start to list any of your negative feelings and beliefs about it. Like that's already going to be so beneficial, so you can bring that awareness and start to release those negative feelings. This is where the real power lies. When doing this exercise, you're going to come to the realization that money in and of itself isn't the issue. More so, what gets complicated is that we are looking for emotional gratification and we are using money as the tool to get there. Having emotional awareness is key because ultimately, if we think money is going to literally provide us with freedom, provide us with security, provide us with feeling abundant and having a high self-worth, money will not be the solution. Even though we think it will, this exercise is trying to break down at its core, really like what are you looking to get from money emotionally? Basically, you need to give this to yourself now so money doesn't use you. Because if you approach it from an outside in perspective, it's not going to work. It's going to make things so much more complicated. And once you accumulate all that money, you're going to realize, wait a minute, I still feel like empty. I don't actually feel worthy. I don't feel more secure. Any negative feelings that have not been dealt with, that you have not brought into your conscious awareness, money will not solve these inner problems or issues. Now, I'm not going to argue that money physically, it can definitely bring about great things in your life, like physical, tangible things. There's no debating that. But in terms of our inner worth, our inner peace, money won't solve that. Like, truly, it won't, especially if there are such deep underlying wounds or blocks associated with money. The work must be done now in order to then have money work for us. Money will become subservient to our goals and what we are looking to achieve versus money using us, if that makes sense. Now, money is neutral, so of course, I don't think money is in terms of like, oh yeah, money is literally trying to make our lives a living hell. No, not at all. I don't believe that. It's a neutral thing, but that's why it's all about where you are coming from, your emotional and a mental energy, if you will. It makes all the difference to come from a positive, empowering place versus a place of not desire per se, but of feeling like money is going to be the solution. Money is going to make me feel worthy. Money is going to make me feel like I am good enough, like I am whole. That's where it is not going to work. We want money to serve us. We want money to serve our higher goals. And this is part of that journey. We are not being used by money when we take an inside out approach. And so let's say we think that, you know what, once I get a certain amount of money in my bank account, or once I buy a particular thing, then I will feel worthy. Then I will feel like I am good enough. If that is your approach, so you're using like money as a means to an end, if you will, and it's an inner sort of goal that you think money will provide to you in this case. Now that you know, okay, you know what, I'm actually looking to feel like I have high self-esteem. I'm looking to feel like I'm valued and like I matter. Well, now that you know that, cut the money out, like get that, it's kind of like a middleman, if you will. Now cut that middleman out, in this case is money. Go directly to that feeling. Go directly to feeling whole. Go directly to feeling like you are worthy. And you're going to do that by releasing any negative feelings, any smallness, limitations, guilt, shame, fear, anxiety, whatever feelings are keeping you blocked, any negative feelings that are keeping you down. Let it go, so you realize, you know what, like I am releasing my smallness and all negative emotions. And the reality is, money won't be the answer to feeling like I am worthy and good enough. I need to provide this feeling to myself now. I need to actually know this to be true and not let money define my self-worth. It's very different, because once you feel whole in the present and you're not waiting for some future number in your bank account, or whatever it may be, that is so incredibly powerful. And once again, you will use money. Money will not use you. Your value is intrinsic and it is innate. You have nothing to prove. I think money is a very powerful tool, and if we need to get it straight though. We need to get it straight. Money is not what provides us with our identity. It is not what makes us whole. That is essentially the moral of the story in this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you benefited from this video in any way, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I have many more videos to come, all about spirituality, self-help, self-development, and psychology. I find this endlessly fascinating. So if I could just share any information and just put it out there for anyone to hopefully enjoy, that's ultimately the goal. Have a great day. Bye.